Hey guys, good morning. So I'm coming to you from my kitchen. We are thinking about moving out of this space and even moving out of the state possibly. And I was thinking, okay, if we're moving and we're starting to pack, what are some of the things that I want to take with me? And as I started to look at items around my house, there were some things that I can clearly point out that I wouldn't want to take with me. And so my thinking is, if I wouldn't want to take those things with me, why are they still in my home taking up space? So even if we don't end up moving, then at least we have decluttered those items that are no longer functional and no longer adding to our life. I'm going to start this decluttering series with the kitchen, because for me, the kitchen is an easy place to see where I am actually using items and what items I am not using. And I find it really, it comes easy for me to, say, yes, we're gonna keep that, or no, we're gonna declutter it. We're gonna do the living room, the bedroom, the bathroom, the closets, the storage, the whole shebang. So if you're interested in decluttering and minimizing, please hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, share this video with a friend. But first, we gotta tidy up the kitchen, get it clean before we start pulling things off this top shelf. So far, this is my donation pile. I'm getting rid of these two cake stands because they're just not my style. I don't like the wavy edges and the floral pattern that's on them. And these three bud vases, I don't think I've ever used them. I don't think I've ever used them, so I don't need those. I'm keeping these three marble pieces. This one and this one is from West Elm. This one is from Target. I'm gonna hang on to the Sarah stand, cake stand, and this glass dome that I picked up during the holiday, because I really like it and I can do many things with it. So these I will keep. So let's move on. We've cleared out this upper cupboard area. So let's move on to this crate right here. So I finished going through that crate. We're gonna move on to the next one. We had a lot more cake stuff in that crate. A good portion of it I'm keeping. Let's move on to the next crate. Okay, I'm keeping this travel cooler. This is the best investment ever. Who doesn't like cotton candy? I'm keeping this thing. This big guy, as you can see, is a beverage dispenser. I think we've only ever used this once since I bought it some years ago. It was $15. These things are everywhere. It's huge though, and it takes up a lot of space, and we've only ever used it once. Stuff on my feet. Let us go far away from here. Away from here, away from here. Okay. So the other day I showed how I took down all of these bins and went through everything inside. I've kept everything I wanted to keep. This is now completely clear. Now I'm going to tackle inside this cupboard, especially down here at the very bottom. A few of the items that I know are gonna stay in here are these 2 water bottles. One's my daughter's, one is mine. I love any and everything Harry Potter, but I just don't use this cup, and the straw that used to go here, I lost it. I can replace the straw, but I don't use the cup enough to keep it. I'm not really sure now that I say it out loud, because I do have straws. And maybe I can use this for smoothies when I start making those again. Okay, I think I'll keep this one. Okay, this one belongs to my daughter Nura, but we don't really need this because she already has a water bottle. This was my travel coffee mug. Can't have too many of those. And then this one is my husband's travel coffee mug. So those are staying. I love this coffee mug because it's ginormous, and every mom needs a ginormous coffee mug. This is my cute little tiny Harry Potter mug. As big as this one is, this is tiny, and I don't really use this one, but it's so cute. I might just stack them in like that. This one is my husband's mug that we got him. Because while I love everything Harry Potter, he loves everything Lord of the Rings. So that's it for that one. I really need to wash the dishes. And then we have these, what do you call these? I don't know what you call these right now. But anyways, I use this mainly for water. So we're gonna keep those. This is where our regular everyday dishes go, plates and bowls and stuff like that. But as you can see, they're all in the sink, and I don't feel like doing dishes right now. This is my baking stuff, and all of my flours and sugars, which is fine because those are all organized with their labels, except for the brown sugar, which you really don't need a label for. So let's go through this shelf. It's not very much here because I try to regularly go through and declutter items that I don't need, but let's just pull everything out and see what's there. Let's pull out this things on this shelf and this one down here as well. So I'm gonna put this on the right side, and I'm gonna put these items here on the left side for things that I don't regularly use. Next up, I want to go through are these recipe books. This is from 2016, Everyday Vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian. Clean cooking. Yeah, I don't used to see that. This is from 2017. This is a recipe book, so we're gonna keep this one because I believe it has a lot of my husband's mother's recipes. So I'm gonna keep this definitely gonna keep this one. I bought this book when I was really into watching The Chew. Yeah, I don't really make anything from this book. And then I'm really into the Great British Bake Off. I have the book, and I have yet to make anything out of this. I don't remember. I mean, they don't even have these hosts on there anymore. And Mary Berry isn't on the show anymore either. But I'm kind of conflicted because I like to bake. I'm not as good as these guys, but that's why I bought the book, so I can try and experiment. So I'm gonna keep this book. If I don't make anything this upcoming year, then I'm gonna get rid of this book. Okay, so we got a big bin of stuff to go through. So let's take those things out and go through them. it's just a spider. Ugh, gross. Anywho, it's my daughter's lunchbox. We're gonna keep that. That's very useful. I'm putting the recipe books back. Now I'm wiping down the shelf before I put back the rest of the kitchen utensils. 10 out of 10 would highly recommend going through decluttering items you don't necessarily use or need, because now when I go to wipe down the shelves, it'll be so much easier for me because I won't have so many items here. So I am really happy that I decided to do this. So it has shown me two things: that decluttering is a good idea, and that in doing so I found another area that I could do better with cleaning. So we already tackled the cabinets, the space over the cupboards, and this storage cabinet here. Next it's time to go through the drawers. Let's pull everything out and see what we can find. We're gonna start here with this bottom drawer. So everything I'm keeping, I'm gonna put on this side. Everything I'm not gonna keep, we're gonna put on this side. So these are the items I'm gonna keep, and then these things I'm gonna donate. Next up, let's do this drawer. Everything here I'm gonna keep. But now I have some new storage containers that are really dirty, so I'm gonna clean those and we're gonna put these back. Everything here I'm gonna keep because these are all items I use, especially for cakes. Some of them are not in the right place, so I'm gonna put those in the right place, but it's not too many things. When I started this project, I hesitated because I knew there were some areas that I knew were gonna be really not fun to go through, but that's why we're doing it together. We're gonna declutter everything. So let's finish up the drawers and then we'll tackle the cake cupboard. So I got the last of the drawers sorted out. Here's a look at the items I'm keeping, with the exception of these over here. These are the small amount of items that we're gonna get rid of. Everything else is pretty useful. I think we're gonna keep those. And as soon as the dividers are clean, then we'll put all these items back. Someday when we move, maybe I'll invest in some different containers, some bamboo containers. That would be nice. But for now, this works. These are all cooking utensils. These are baking supplies. And then these are some miscellaneous. So we've got coffee making down here, and we've got some leftover treat bags. So I'm really happy with how the drawer organization went. I've gone through the drawers more than once on a day-to-day basis when I'm cooking or using the items in the drawers to take out things that I don't need, like a garlic press. I just made the executive decision to get rid of the garlic press because we're not pressing garlic enough to have it. And there is another tool that we can use. It's called a knife, and we use those more regularly. So something like that is taking up space in my drawers that can be used for something else, especially since it's a single-use item. If it can't do more than one thing, then it's really not that useful. All right, so this is the one that I'm dreading. This is my cake cupboard where I keep all my cake baking and decorating supplies. And it's a lot. And it's gonna be hard for me to part with some things. Let's tackle this cupboard.